genuinely get it. And then being married to Amani, it's like everything that I didn't expect, I now have.
Wow, man.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. So you guys about Woody and Amani, the finale. Let's break out some stuff because boy, get out your handkerchief. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Listen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, you share, subscribe, click on the bell button for a notification of the What Up Lords. And for those of you who return these, well, you got the minerals. You all got the minerals. All right, cool. Don't forget to grab your merchandise as well. We appreciate you. Send them back to the manufacturer. We love you and appreciate you guys. Please. All right, cool. So in this particular episode, we saw Woody and Amani. What I really loved about them was the fact that, you know, I don't think I've seen a better chemistry couple on Married at First Sight. I think this had all the hallmarkings of, you know, they should be on magazines because what they were sharing and what they were bringing together was so amazing. I mean, the first thing I picked up on the fact is the audio that Woody did for Amani. Oh, like y'all want to make my heart just, you know, unbreak my heart. All right, that note is off, but don't watch that. Listen.
The kiss I'm blowing, she doesn't judge me. Sometimes I know I'm acting crazy, and she calmly puts me in check.
Don't make that face, because that was the attitude.
Even when she's upset.
But what he said was that he picked. I saw that he picked up on her vulnerability when they were talking about consummating the marriage sex, right? And so he said about the fact that she was open enough and honest enough to have a conversation around that area, and he appreciated that. And we saw that in the clip where Amani doesn't hold back and says, "Look, I mean, you may be better at this. Like, what do you think about this situation?" Right, which is really different. You know, we didn't hear that. We don't hear that often. But that honesty and that willingness to have that conversation shows how open and ready they were to have real deep, vulnerable conversations that allow for them both to grow. Okay, and then he said, obviously, she doesn't laugh when I blow a kiss, and I think this is very important because somebody would have said this is not masculine. I'm just saying, somebody would have said it's not masculine and destroyed the safe space. Right, because what Woody's saying here is that she allows me to be me, and she allows me to be the clown and the fool, and she allows me to be creative. She allows me to show love in the funky and the soft and nurturing ways as well as being a manly way of showing love. Right, I'm allowed to be emotional with her, and she creates that safe space for me to do so,
which we love.
Right? He puts me in check. You know, when I'm wilding and doing wild, she calmly puts me in check. She doesn't shout when she's saying it. You know what I mean? Which is completely different from put me in my place. That's what I said about the wording. Calmly put me in check. Right? When I'm wilding, calmly does it. You know what I mean? Yeah? So I think that's very important that he made that point as well. And then, you know, when they actually get into the actual show, like, I think when they're sitting down, I think this is so important. They did this from the very beginning to the very end. As much as they are talking to the experts, it's not about you and them. It's about you and me now. I've been waiting. Think I'm gonna make my move now. You know what I mean? You can see them sitting opposite one another, right? Yet, although they're sitting on opposite ends of the chair, they are facing, their bodies are leaning in or towards each other.
Which we love.
Yeah, which is so mad, but it shows you just the kind of level of chemistry, love, and appreciation that they have. Listen, I cried on this episode. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cried when Woody broke down. I broke down, bro. When the voice was crackling, I was already gone, bro. I thought it was Passion of Christ all over again. Tears were just running down my face. Tears running down your face, girl. I got the answer. Let me take it away. All right, cool. So, you know, I love the fact how he described the love. They asked him about love and how it's changed for him. And he said, listen, do you know what? I thought love was a person. I thought love was this. I thought love was that. And then I realized love is safety. Love is routine. Love is consistency. I said, this man has grown, yo.
I'm really looking at it like for its routines, its consistency, its security, its safety. It's a bunch of different things than what I initially thought it was in the beginning. So, yeah.
That's true.
This man is different. This ain't Woody. This is Woody 3.0. This is a different type of brother. You know what I mean? And, you know, one thing I noticed about Woody is that he loves a good speech. He loves to articulate how he feels. And you see that? To Karen, that would have been weird. To Karen, Woody would have never lasted too, because, I think Woody would have shut down Karen real quick anyway. But it would have been weird because and I think it would have ended in badly anyway, because the nature of Woody to be emotional and be expressive about how he feels would have been confusing Karen and thrown her off. So that should let you know, okay, that that should let you know that this guy is rounded. You know, he wants to be able to express himself and be able to be free in that department again. And he's given that space because Amani has created that for him by being honest and open, never shaming him, never embarrassing him, and speaking to the man in him, speaking to the boy in him to become the man he should be. Whew, that lady's a lady right there, I'm telling you, man. And again, you see their position on the sofa, as they're talking to each other. So it's like, it's me and you. They're there, but it's me and you, right? And the fact that Dr. Viviana begins to cry tells you everything you need to know, right? Because it's something, when you're looking at them, I can understand the process has been so long, but to see the way that they interact, man, I don't know what to even say when I see them sometimes, bro. I'm just like, look, that's why I didn't even do many videos on them. I said, nah, they got this. I didn't want to add nothing. I don't want to look like a hate or anything, fam. Not that I think there's anything wrong with them. I just think to myself, they're so great. They don't need no additives. In fact, I think Lifetime TV tried to even add some of the arguments they didn't need to have. You know what I mean? And so the question was asked, love changes you. You know, this is something that the red pill community don't get. Okay, they think that love makes you weak. They think that love is wrong. They think love is rubbish. It's for suckers and simps. But let me tell you about something about love. Real love. Real love makes the boy the man. Real love makes the girl the woman. Because when you enter into an engagement like marriage, you are saying till death do us part. And it doesn't matter what happens. No matter what may come our way, believe me now, I'ma win someday. Tracy Beaker, for those you don't know. Love changes you. It makes you grown. Because you start to realize, as Amani said as well, that you realize that this love is unconditional. It exists. Why? Because now I'm not loving you from a place of emotion. I'm not loving you from a place of falling into love. Okay? I'm loving you from a place of standing in love and saying, I agree and I concur and I choose each morning, to love you.
Your family, of course, you love them unconditionally, but I never imagined that I would get there with my spouse, especially as quickly as I have with you.
That's different kind of love, yo. That's not the love that we see on TV and romantic films. It's not that emotional whirlwind. No, this is a conscious choice to stand in love. And it's amazing that as he was talking about this love, what did Amani do? Man, this Amani woman is a blessing in disguise. No wonder he was crying. As soon as he spoke and felt his voice quivering, she came over, put her hand on his leg. So all the protocol of sit on your side that they've probably told him to do so that it looks like you're going to disagree is done. It's finished. Which is why I say to you guys, the truth always comes out in your behavior. The love that Amani and Woody have for one another, okay, you see it clearly in the actions. She breaks protocol of her position and comes over, puts her hand on his leg.
It's different, especially when you don't think that that's coming. You don't hope.
Isn't that the kind of love that we're all looking for? Man. And then she even just to even make sure she assures him when he says I love you, she says I love you. I love you. And that even breaks Dr. Kyle. Dr. Kyle's broken, bro. And he thought he was gonna get away with it. He got broken, bro. You understand? And again, Amani's response to love as well. I want you to take notes, guys. Okay, what love is gonna do to you? Yeah, love makes Clark Kent Superman. Listen what Amani says here. I feel like I can do anything. Oh, somebody talk to me. That's a kind of love that's different. Listen, the love.
I feel like I can do anything now. For real.
That's what's up, sweet.
One can put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000 to flight. It's Bible now. It's important to understand that you feel like you're invincible when you have somebody who is in your corner, yeah, unreservedly and unconditionally. And that is exactly what Amani and Woody have created in their relationship. Absolutely. And before, obviously, as well, they decided they faced each other again once more before saying yes or no. And I love the fact that Amani tried to fake it, had everybody looking mad.
Woody, I would like to get a divorce. Just kidding. I want to.
Even Woody was a little bit like, but again, it just showed again that humor, that funny side of Amani, and the fact that she can play and he can play too. So what I loved about them as a couple is the fact that they are showcasing us what love is. Now, I'm not saying everyone's relationship is gonna be a whirlwind like theirs, just amazingly clicking. Like, that's a grace. But when you do find that person you love, I'm telling you, it's not a weakness, it's a strength. It's not kryptonite, but it's kryptonite. You understand? It's simultaneously your strength and yet your weakness. You are my strength, strength like no other. You know, that strength we're talking about is love. Okay, it empowers you to do what you thought you could not do. I'm telling you, once being with my missus right now, but I'm telling you, that's empowering, bro. Some of the things that she just, it's little things. When living today, when I was just talking to her before I started filming, I said to her, look, babe, you know, I need to do some of these interviews with certain people, blah, blah. And she said, babe, you're amazing at these interviews. You know, you're just great. You're just good at it. And part of me wanted to say, nah, babe, allow it, man. Allow it, man. You're praising me too much, right? That's my own problems anyway. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you can understand that when you meet a partner who believes in you, loves you, cares for you, unconditional, reserved love for you, you feel empowered. It strengthens you. It makes the boy the man. So don't be afraid of love, okay? Don't be afraid of love, but stand in it. Don't fall in it. Stand in it. And the difference between falling and standing is that when you let emotion dictate the whole entire process and don't have logic in it. The logic is this. I've got to see you. I've got to view you. I've got to conversate with you. I've got to get to know you. And this is where Brett and Olivia couldn't do. They couldn't stand in this love and say, let me get to know you. And we're going to address them in another video very, very soon. Trust me. But I wanted to just say, I love Woody and Amani. If you cried, I cried, guys. I'm telling you, I cried. I sobbed. My missus was on the phone and she would probably even hear it all. But I was bawling, bruv. I was like, Woody, stop it, man. I was like, Woody, stop it, man. You're gonna make a grown man cry, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see a black man be able to do what Woody just did there, you know, begin to break down as he's explaining how he feels about his missus. Oh, that's strength. That's masculine right there. You understand? That's the truth right there. That's the kind of love that we need in this society right now, baby. You feel me? Yeah? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to do Olivia and Brett as well. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you stay locked, you stay loaded. And yeah, we will talk very, very soon.